Verse 44 said, and he that was dead came forth. His hands was bound and foot with grave clothes, and his face was bound with the napkin. Jesus said unto them, loose him and let him go. Some of you need to take off your grave clothes. Some of you need to take off and need a wardrobe change this morning. Because the clothes that you got on, it looks like death. The clothes that you're wearing, even though they may be name brand this morning, but still there is death written all over. But God is saying you got to do a wardrobe change this morning. You got everything that's not like God, you got to put it off. Being bound, hands being bound, that where you can't reach out and grab God. That's how the enemy wants you to be. He wants your hands bound when you're in that situation. Somebody got control over you. Somebody tell you what you can and what you can't do. You can't do this because I didn't say that you could do this. That's being bound. That's being controlled. He said you got to take off your grave clothes this morning. You got to take off the rope that binds your hand. You got to take off the handcuffs this morning. You got to take off your grave clothes. And everything that associated with the grave, you got to take it off. You got to remove it on today. The hand and his feet, because if your feet, if they are bound up, you can't walk in a pathway of righteousness. And that's what the enemy wants you to do. He don't want you to walk in a pathway of righteousness. He wants you to follow him. He tell you that you got to take it off. And say he had a napkin over his face. Come to find out that Jesus had the same thing over his face. But I'm here to tell you that you got to remove what's covering your face. You got to remove so you can see the Lord this morning. Somebody's trying to blind you this morning. They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. But you will take the grave clothes off. And you will give it all to God this morning. And you will call him and tell him to come into your life this morning. He will remove that napkin. He will remove the things that are blinding you this morning. He will open up your eyes and you will begin to see. But some of the things that you're going to see, it may not be what you want to see. But it's going to be what you need to see. So you got to take off your grave clothes this morning because they don't look good on you this morning. You got to take off your grave clothes because they're going out of style in the spiritual realm. You got to take off the grave clothes because they're getting too small for you. Because God is warning you. He's calling you this morning.